Good evening, fellow Bible readers. Today is January 27th, and we are reading Genesis 43 to Genesis 45. And Genesis 43, Israel is sending his sons back to Egypt to get more food because they ran out of the food that they got the first time. When he said that he wanted them to go back, they were like, hey, we can't go back because we need to go back with Benjamin. So the ruler already told us that in order for us to see his face again, we have to bring back Benjamin. So yeah, of course, if you remember yesterday, Israel was completely against Benjamin leaving his site. And this time, Judah speaks up and says, I'll take responsibility for him. Because last time it was Reuben who spoke up and said that he'll take responsibility for him. But this time, Judah says, I'll do it because I don't want my kids to starve. So let's make something happen. I'll do it. Israel finally agrees and says, take some gifts and take double the silver because they put that silver back in your bags from the last time you were there. I feel like Israel does this because he wants to make sure that Joseph doesn't find fault in his kids because they took that silver. So he's like, let's butter them up the best we can because y'all taking my baby down there. And I don't appreciate y'all taking my baby down there. But since y'all got to take them, take these gifts to kind of appease the situation. So they go back and they see Joseph again. And Joseph tells his steward to take them into the house and prepare a meal for them to eat together at noon. So they were super scared at this point because they were like, oh, they're going to get us back because we had took that silver the last time that was in our bag. So maybe they want to like sneak attack us or something. So they were like, what's going on? But anyway, that didn't happen. Simeon is reunited with his brothers for the feast. And when Joseph saw Benjamin, he went off to himself to cry privately. And then they all ate. And it mentioned that the Egyptians ate separately from the Hebrews. And it said because the Egyptians felt the Hebrews were like disgusting or something like that. And I was thinking to myself, it's so funny because friends who go to Egypt, they always talk about how the Egyptians act like they're so much better than everybody around them. And so I just had a little chuckle thinking about that. But after they eat, or then they start eating, and then it goes into, we go into Genesis 44. In Genesis 44, Joseph's brothers are getting ready to leave, and he tells his steward to put the silver back into their bags, but also add my cup to Benjamin's bag. So the steward does just what he says, and then he says, go follow them and find out, who has the cup, and tell them, why would you repay a good deed with a bad deed and things of that nature. And the brothers are like, what are you talking about? Like, we brought the silver that was in our bag last time. We brought it back. Like, we're not trying to steal anything. But the steward searched and, of course, found the cup in Benjamin's bag. So they agreed that whoever bag it would be in, that person would be a slave. And they were like, nah, this baby can't go and be a slave. Like, daddy would never forgive us. I'm pretty sure that's what all the brothers were thinking at the time. But there was something that Joseph said when the brothers came back. He said, did you not think that I will find out through divination? And when he said that, I had to look up what that even was. And it said something about like giving issue or giving prize to witchcraft. And I was like, witchcraft? What? And so then I started questioning the version of the Bible that I'm reading. So for for when I study the Bible, I really look at the New International Version, thinking that maybe this version is, better. But I really think I need to go back to the King James Version, because I'm like, wait, what? And then it also made me think about how instead of using Israel consistently, since his name is now Israel, it kind of fluctuates between Israel and Jacob. And I saw that in these readings as well. So I think instead of reading the New International Version, moving forward, I'm going to go back to the King James Version, just because that's what I'm more comfortable with. And the New International Version seems to be taking a lot of liberties that I didn't necessarily expect, especially with the divination language. Because I'm like, wait, that's like, in my head, I was thinking, witchcraft and, the ability to see in the future and things of that nature. So I'm not sure if they just used the wrong word or what. Because I think like the religious thing is to prophesy, and like more the witchcraft thing is divination sort of deal, tarot reading, that type of thing. I don't know, but that was just my thought. But I'm in New International Version now, so yeah. But moving forward, I'll go back to King James. But anyway, he's like, didn't you think that I would see, what happened or whatever? And Judah explained the entire situation. Like, Benjamin is the only son my dad got from his mother. Like, the other brother is gone. We can't go back without him. Like, that's basically putting my dad in the grave of grief, and I don't want to do that. So then in Genesis 45, Joseph lets them know, like, hey, I am Joseph. I am the brother. I need you guys to go get my father and bring him here, because this is only year 2 of the famine and we still have 5 more years to go. I basically want him near me so that he can uh, survive the famine and live off the riches of this land that I can provide to him. And when they go back home to Israel, they let him know, like, hey, Joseph is alive. He's actually the ruler. He's actually the guy we've been talking to this whole time. And the dad is like, okay, I can dig it. I get to still see him before I die. And I think that brought him a lot of excitement, just to know that a kid that he thought was gone was actually alive and still doing well. So that's where we ended today. Tomorrow reading will be Genesis 46 through 47. It's always something going on in this Bible, I can tell you that for sure. And it is always good. So until next time, I'll see you next time.